Well, I grew up here in the Bay Area, and I was a girl geek, really, from early on. I was always entering science fairs, and actually there was a wonderful place nearby where I lived called the Lawrence Hall of Science, and I would go up there and play for hours on the computers. And they had big mainframe computers back then, but they had a really cool application called ELIZA, and this was one of the first AI programs, and it was kind of like an online psychiatrist you could have a conversation with. So I was fascinated by how a computer could act like a psychiatrist and carry on a real conversation, and that kind of hooked me on being curious about what was behind this screen and how did the software work and what is software anyway. And that was my first exposure to computers. It was curiosity, it was engagement, it wasn't scary or intimidating. So I was lucky to grow up around science and technology and find it fun and engaging and an adventure from very, very early on. My first job in the Valley was at an artificial intelligence software company. It was called IntelliCorp, and it was a very hot company. AI was hot back in the 80s, and it was a phenomenal first job. I was in tech support. I got to work directly with some of the biggest companies in the world, helping them solve some of their most challenging problems and helping them think about how to transform their business. And it piqued my curiosity and led me down the path of this intersection of technology and solving really big problems in business and in life. And I ended up moving into product management at my next job at Sun Microsystems, which allowed me to continue doing that, designing technology to solve problems in the real world. So we released Java on March 14, 1995 with the world's first interactive browser called Hot Java, and it took off like wildfire. And it was from day one just a phenomenal success, and it's because it was the right time, finally. And the reason we were still there was we persisted. We just never stopped because we believed so much in the vision of what we were doing and the value of what we had created. So that lesson of never giving up was one that really stuck with me and one that has served me well again and again. The kind of common thread through all of this is I love nothing better than being on a mission, working with a team of people I respect on solving an interesting problem. That's what I get to do every day, and that's why I love what I do, and I feel very lucky to be able to do it.